this is my grandpa, William, and our last names are Calanta. And we are a stand-up com, and we also do sitcom. And this is our name, Bill and Will Show Couch Comedy, and we homemade our poster. And our goal for this is to just make people laugh, and hopefully they understand our jokes. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm William Calanta. He's William Calanta, even though he's my grandson. But we're called Bill and Will. And I'm a comedian. I'm also known as Schmilly. You'll see YouTube episodes of that show as well. And I'm trying to teach my grandson about comedy. And so the best way to teach him is to start doing it. We'll start our own show, I told him. And, I started thinking, boy, I got to teach him about sitcoms and stand-up comedy. Stand-up comedy is difficult. There's so many good stand-up comedians out there. The competition is tremendous. So I figured, we won't have to be a stand-up comedian. We could be a couch comedian. We can do comedy because if you do stand-up and you're no good, people tell you to sit down anyway. And hey, we're already sitting down, so it doesn't matter. So it's like my day job. I'm a podiatrist during the day job, a foot doctor, but I'm also a comedian. And if I'm doing my comedy shows and people tell me to not quit my day job, hey, there again, I don't have to. I'm already doing it. So my advice is to just get out there and do things. So we're starting this new show, and it's during the holidays. And boy, we sure have been eating a lot of food, huh? Good food, but a lot of it. And I just was thinking about food, when I was a foot doctor, I started thinking, man, I know I can do comedy because remember, Schmilly, the foot doctor, is a comedian. Comedians and comics do the same thing. You know what it is, right? What is it?
They just pull your leg.
Yeah, that's it. We're both just pulling your leg. So, but I started thinking, what else can I do besides being a foot doctor and a comedian? And in this season of food and everything, I said, well, I like to write books. I think I can write books. So I started researching what's the most successful type of books that are sold that make the most money. And it was cookbooks, all kind of cooks about food. So I started thinking, well, what kind of cookbooks can I write? And I started thinking, well, I'll write one that'll be good, lots of good recipes, and it'll help people. I'll try to help the anorexics. Those are people that don't like to eat and they die because they don't want to eat. And I wrote this wonderful book, and it had all kind of great recipes, but I didn't sell any. Nobody still wanted to eat or buy them. And so I didn't give up, though. My next cookbook was for bulimics. Those are people that eat, want to throw up and eat some more. Well, that book did great. I sold millions of those books. That book had so many good recipes from soup to dessert. For soup, I had a great gazpacho soup, and I had several wonderful tossed salads. For my entree, I had upchuck steak. But for dessert was the best. You know what dessert was the best?
What?
It wasn't the pineapple upside down cake. It was the lady fingers. So it kind of it's weird in this world. Everybody looks at things different, even food. In our country, did you know that we have dogs and cats for pets, and we eat cows, don't we? At McDonald's and hamburger and all kind of animals. Well, did you know in the other half of the world, in the eastern half, in other eastern countries, they eat dogs and the cats, and they have the cows as the pets. Kind of weird. I was over there in China or somewhere, and I was looking at the menu, and I asked the waitress, do you have any specials? She said, oh, we have a couple. She says, would you like maybe to have some Irish setter stew? What's the other one? Oh, well, we have an excellent German shepherd's pie. Anyway, I ordered the chicken catatori. So that is funny about food, isn't it? How in different parts of the world they look at food and pets and animals differently. You know, as I was going to retire from being a foot doctor, I even thought about, well, you know, what's the thing I can do other than being a podiatrist? I could maybe open a business. So I started looking, what's the most successful businesses? And pretty much owning a
McDonald's franchise
guarantees you're going to be a success. They all make different money, but you're going to be successful because it's pretty popular. So I looked into buying one, and it cost millions of dollars, and I couldn't afford that high price. So I said to him, don't you have any McDonald's restaurants that are cheaper? And instead of like $5 million for one, they had one for $500,000. And I says, oh, I'll take that one. Where is it? They said, well, it's in India. You know, in India, they don't eat meat. The cows are sacred. But I still got it, and it was a great success. Instead of using cows, I used yaks. You know, a yak back there is common. So they still had the big yak instead of the Big Mac. And it had 2 all yak patties, special sauce, lettuce, onions, cheese, all on an open sesame seed bun. You're not supposed to laugh at your own jokes. That's one thing I got to teach you. So it's kind of funny about food. I mean, even the burgers were great. I used snakes because, you know, boa snakes are common back there, the big round snakes. You chop them up and they look like a hamburger patty anyway. So we sold lots of boa burgers. And we had cobra nuggets. Did you ever try to get the nuggets off a cobra? Not good. So I figured in teaching you, I've been doing some jokes here, but did you hear of any good jokes, kids jokes? How about that hamstered one?
Oh.
Remember? Where does a hamster go on vacation?
Hamsterdam.
Yeah! And remember, you're supposed to be telling these. Do you want to tell the one about the real estate agent that was showing a person a house and the person saw some ants? What'd the real estate agent tell him? Don't worry, they're just 10 ants.
Oh.
You want to tell the pirate one?
Sure. Okay. So, there was once a pirate that, you know how pirates usually have lost limbs or lost anything pretty much because they fight a lot. Anyways, so I once asked a pirate, how the heck did you lose your leg? And they said, well, it got bit off by a shark. And then I asked him, how the heck did you lose your hands? Oh, well, it also got bit off by something else.
They put a hook on it.
Yeah, and then they put a hook on it. And then I said, well, how'd you lose your eye? And they said, oh,
some bird pooped on me.
and I went to wipe it off of my hand.
Now they got an eye patch.
That's kind of stupid, though. You wiped out
Stupid! I don't have stupid jokes. You want to see stupid? How about this? Now, that made him laugh more than any jokes. And we're going to keep trying. We're going to keep having comedy from the Schmilly Studios in downtown Schmillyville. We're going to keep doing comedy. He's going to keep getting better, right?
Yeah.
And how can people check us out on the YouTube? Yeah.
So you can look up or hook up our channel. It's called Blue and Calanta, and our avatar is our stand-up comedian sign. And so you can subscribe if you like our channel, and be sure to drop a like if you like this video, and comment down below what your favorite part of the video was.
That sounds good to me. Remember, that's William Kalanta, spelled Kalanta, williamkalanta.com. Hope you like it, and we'll see you on our next show. Bye.
Bye.